So this is the sequel to the Spanish horror film Wreck, and it was really good. I actually enjoyed this one more than the first one. There were elements of it that I didn't like, and I thought were pretty unnecessary, but I thought this movie was really good. So in this movie, we follow some SWAT members that have been called in to deal with the situation, and like a priest. It's later revealed he's a priest. He's supposed to be something else. Like he had lied to them and told them that he was this thing, but we later find out how he's a priest. Um, so yeah, that was a reveal, I guess. I didn't think it was that good of a reveal since it happens pretty early on, but I don't think it was supposed to be like this big shocker either. Um, the movie actually starts off reminding of us of how the first movie ended, yet the woman from the first movie doesn't become a character in the movie until the last 20 minutes. So I felt that was unnecessary, especially since in the scene that she's introduced in, she reminds the audience of why she's there. She's like, oh yeah, I was with the firefighters and then bad stuff happened, to sum it up quickly. Like, we didn't need the opening scene if you're just gonna tell us what happened in the first movie anyway when she's reintroduced into the movie. Feels kind of pointless. There's four SWAT guys and the priest. One of them gets picked off really quickly, Martos, by getting bit, and then he gets locked in a room. The other two last for the majority of the movie. The other one's behind the camera for most of the movie, so I didn't realize he was in the movie. Because I forgot, like, this was a found footage movie. I was really enjoying this movie. I forgot that it was a found footage movie. Even though they, keep talking, like, keep recording throughout the movie. I forgot that it was a found footage movie because I was having a lot of fun. In the first movie, I always knew that, there's a guy behind the camera, Pablo. In this movie, it's this guy, Razzo. And I didn't even know he was behind the camera until they show a scene where they're like, Chief, what about this guy? What do you think he thinks? And I'm like, oh, there's another guy here. Um, some really cool kills in this movie. It's just a lot of fun, though. After a while, they cut the SWAT team aspect, which was what I thought was having a lot of fun with. Which is what I was having a lot of fun with, and they're just like, they just randomly aren't following them for a little bit. They're like, oh, we got these other teenagers now that are blowing up a sex doll with fireworks. Like, okay, I guess they're more interesting than the SWAT team. I didn't hate them, but I wasn't a fan of them. They also eventually meet up with a firefighter. I really liked him. His acting was great. So, yeah, he ends up getting killed by one of the teens by accident. He has a gun, but the zombie knocks it out of his hand. One of the teens picks it up and tries to shoot the zombie, but accidentally shoots him. I love that kill. I thought it was really good, really shock-worthy. I didn't think the firefighter was going to die like that. I really like the firefighter. He has a very well-acted scene. But unfortunately he died. And then they just get rid of the teenagers, so that felt really pointless. They just get locked in a room. Only one of the teenagers gets to stay for a little bit more of the movie because he's infected and they want to interrogate him. And he has a line about how you can find this thing in your mother's cunt. It's, wow, crazy line. They eventually realize that where they need to go is where they had went to in the beginning of the movie, but they had thought nothing was there. So they go there, and yeah, they turn on like the night vision thing on the camera, and I guess it's able to make them see stuff that they wouldn't normally see. The chief gets pulled into the water and killed with like 15 minutes left in the movie. And I was really shocked. I didn't think he was gonna die there, of all things. This movie shocked me with a lot of its kills. And I like that. Even if the kills themselves aren't crazy, the shock factor of when the kills actually happen has got to be great. She ends up shooting the head off of the thing that tried to kill her in the first movie. Then she begs the priest guy to let them out because it's been established throughout the movie that he's the only one that can let them out. He's the only one that can give that order. And she starts beating the shit out of him. And the only other SWAT guy that's left now at this point is Razzo, the cameraman. And he's like, hey, don't do that. We need him. And he gets shot by the reporter from the first movie. It turns out she was infected by the creature from the first movie. And she's like a zombie now. Or whatever these demon weird things are. The creature from the first movie apparently like put something in her mouth, and now she isn't exactly like the creatures from the first movie. She's more coherent and stuff. And she can also mimic voices like Roman from Scream 3, which I thought was kind of dumb. Sure, they established it earlier in this movie, but it wasn't something that they had talked about in the first movie that the demons could do. Maybe it happened in the first movie and I just forgot it. But Martos, at one point, they go and think that he's Jennifer, the little girl, and they hear little girl and they go and see, but it's actually Martos. So yeah, and it was a decent reveal, and I somehow didn't see it coming, but yeah, she like takes his thing and she's like, oh yeah, there's only one survivor, I'm infected, you gotta save this woman. And yeah, that's the ending of the movie. She just mimics his voice and is able to get out of there. I still really enjoyed Rec 2. A lot of scary shit in it, way more intense, a lot more fun. Though Rec 1 was really good. So obviously I'm going to be watching Rec 3 next. I hope it's just as good.